How does a bond work for bail? After a person's been arrested for a crime, they are typically held in jail up until either their court date or until a judge decides to release them on their own recognizance. They are also able to leave jail ahead of their trial if they are released on bail. Bail is a set amount of money, decided by and payable to the court, that can be paid in exchange for temporary release from jail. In this, bail can be considered as a type of surety bond that the defendant will show up to their trial. But what happens when a defendant cannot afford the amount of money set for bail? Defendants who are being held in jail on bail can request a bail reduction at the bail hearing if they cannot afford the full bail amount. However, bail is often set at a high amount, so much so, that for many defendants they need to enlist the help of a bail bondsman, also otherwise known as a bail bond agent. A bail bondsman will post money on behalf of the defendant, known as a bail bond, charging them an upfront fee for their services. Typically, the fee the defendant is expected to pay to the bail bondsman works out around 10% of the full bail amount. Sometimes the defendant will have to pay additional fees to the bail bondsman on top of the money due for the bail bond. The bail bondsman provides a written agreement to the criminal courts to pay the bail amount in full if the defendant fails to appear for trial. The bond is usually secured against collateral owned by the defendant. An example of collateral that can be used against the bail is a defendant's house. A contract will be signed explaining that if the defendant skips bail, their house will be forfeited to cover the rest of the bail amount. If a defendant doesn't have enough collateral to secure the bond, it is possible for the bond agent to enlist one of the defendant's friends or family to act as a guarantor. Payment plans may also be offered to the defendant, as a way to cover the fee over a period of time. In the case that the defendant fails to appear for their court hearing, they will forfeit bail and will be liable to pay the bail bondsman the full amount of bail, who will in turn pay this to the court. For this reason, bail bondsmen will frequently go to great lengths to help ensure their client appears in court, avoiding an often lengthy process to recoup their money from the contracted collateral. There are some states in the United States that prohibit bail bondsmen, like Oregon, Illinois, Kentucky, and Wisconsin. Others have capped the amount a bail bondsman can charge a defendant at 8% of the amount of money due for bail. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps other folks find our content. Additionally, feel free to comment below with any of your questions that you'd like us to tackle in future videos. See you again soon for another one of your questions answered.